Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? We are going to be talking all about my July favorites and just the makeup that I have been non-stop reaching for this entire month. I genuinely cannot believe that July is already over, but I'm not going to go off on that whole spiel. We're just going to jump into the good stuff because I have quite a few products that I have been obsessed with and I just need to share with you. Last month I mentioned two different products that were like honorary, just had to mention them. I was foreshadowing that they would eventually be favorites because they were recent tries, but I was already obsessed and I wanted to come back this month and let you guys know that I still feel the exact same way. I'm still reaching for these two products nonstop. They have definitely earned the title of a monthly favorite. So first, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I have the shade 2. This is just such a pretty skin tint. It is what I have on my face today. You know, it is still like a lighter amount of coverage because it is a skin tint, but I feel like it just makes your skin look so perfected and pretty, and it just has like this perfect, like slightly dewy, glowy look to it. And I have been experimenting mixing this in with the Auric Glow Lust, which is really beautiful to make it even glowier. I've also tried it with the Glow Drops or the Glow Liquid Filter from e.l.f. and I also thought that was stunning. So you can make it even more glowy, but just even as is, which is how I wore it today. I didn't add anything to it. It just looks beautiful on the skin, and I also feel like it lasts really well throughout the day. It has been a hot summer and I've definitely been putting products to the test, and this one has stood through the heat, and I don't know, I'm just really impressed. My partner just got back from a walk with my dog and she's panting in the background, so if you hear that, that's what that weird noise is. And the other foreshadowed favorite was the Maybelline Falsies Surreal Mascara. I am obsessed, you guys. I'm pretty sure this is my new holy grail mascara. For one, I love the packaging. I love the soft purple vibes. Like, it's just, I think it's really cute, but it's not too big of a wand. It's not messy. It just like adds like a decent amount of volume. This is just one coat today, but it washes off really easily. It doesn't feel like you're pulling your lashes off when you take your makeup off, and I just really appreciate that. But it also is not like smudging or smearing underneath my eyes. In this heat, there's a lot of mascaras that are just not doing it for me, and this one is just like doing everything. My only complaint is such a small, minute thing, but it's just that like with this packaging, you can't stand it up, and I like to like be able to stand my mascara up on my vanity in front of me. Can't do that with this one, but honestly, it's such a small thing compared to everything else that it's doing right that it's fine. I love it. Highly recommend. It's $9. You can grab it at your local Walmart. Like, cannot beat it. Something else that I have been loving recently is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I just have these shades 012 Opal, but I definitely want to purchase more of these because I feel like it just looks so glossy on the lips. It's what I'm wearing right now, and I just really love this shade because it has like these like little sparkles, and it just has like this like slightly pinky peachy tint to it. I don't know, you can kind of see it right there, but it's just super comfortable. It smells really good. I think that it tastes good. My boyfriend, I was like, this lip gloss tastes good, and then he kissed me and he was like, it does not taste good. So he disagreed with me, but he did say that it smells really good. It smells very sweet, and you can definitely smell it on your lips. So if you're someone who is sensitive to fragrance, then I wouldn't recommend this, but I definitely want to pick up some more shades because it's a really good gloss. And then let's see, I have also been loving the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the contour shade for fair light skin. It's just the perfect cool toned fair shade, and I've mostly been using it just like a few dots right here in my cheekbones just to add a little bit of like snatched, a little cool tone contour moment, which I have not been doing at all. But currently, I've really been enjoying going in with the Rare Beauty Power Boost bronzing stick all around my face, and then just using a little bit of contour. And they're both cream products. They blend out so easy that it doesn't really take up very much time. It's getting me back into contouring, so I've been doing that a lot lately. And then I just felt like I needed to talk to you guys again about the Thread Cover It multi-use complexion fluid. I normally just call it the Thread Concealer because that's personally what I use it for. I have the shade 01 Fair Neutral. It's what I have underneath my eyes today. It is just such a beautiful concealer. It has this natural dewy finish to it. It's a concealer that I've been reaching for constantly, and I feel like the formula does remind me of the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Concealer This one does have a little bit more coverage than the thread, but I feel like they are very similar. So if you like this LYS one, I would recommend trying this out. And it's $8. Like, it is literally $8 at Target. Again, obsessed. I personally am not about recommending products that are good for the price. I want them to be like amazing regardless of the price, but sometimes when they are so good and they're also so affordable, like, it's hard to not just like want to rant and rave about it. When it's that good and the price is amazing as well, like, I just can't help but talk about it. So another favorite that I need to talk about is the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Bubbly. I know I've mentioned this in my last few videos, but I've been using this off camera so much, and I've been throwing it in my little makeup bag every time I do my makeup in the car, and I've just been obsessed, and like, I'm excited to share with you guys because my boyfriend is a good sport for sure. Like, when I'm doing my makeup, he always like is interested in what I have to say. But like the other day I was in the car and I was like, are you not just obsessed with this blush? And I was like, you know what, this is the wrong audience. So I need to talk to you guys about it because it is so pretty. It's like this perfect pinky purpley shade. So like, I'm here for the formula, but I'm also here for the shade, like all around. Like, it's just so stunning. I feel like if you've wanted to try purple blush, but you're like a little nervous, this is that perfect in between. And it also has like this pretty kind of radiant finish. I feel like you can't necessarily see it on my hands, but I don't have any highlighter or anything on today. I just have this blush on my cheeks, and I feel like it just gives like that really pretty soft glow to the skin, and I cannot get enough. So this favorite might be a little bit unexpected for y'all because it was kind of unexpected for me. But I have been digging the ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. I've had this for the longest time. I finally tried it recently in like a Barbie Shop My Stash inspired moment. And then I ended up really enjoying the quality, and I actually did my makeup to see the Barbie movie with this palette, and it was such a pretty vibrant pink eye makeup. All of the mattes were from this palette. This shade right here, it's called This Guy. This guy is so good. Like, it is such a pretty, just super vibrant burgundy shadow. Like, honestly, I feel like sometimes, like with ColourPop, like you'll wear it and you're like, oh yeah, it's good quality, but then sometimes you'll just be blown away. That's how I felt with this shadow. Like, it just was so pigmented. It blended really well. It held its shade. It lasted through the night, and I just really liked it. So I've been enjoying this palette. I feel like it's got so many pretty pinky tones, so many cool tones in here. I don't know, everything is just so cute. The shade right here called I Love, just a soft simple satin, but it does what it needs to do. We've got Best Shot here, which is like this mauve-y cool tone shadow. We've got Kickstart, which is this soft cool tone brown. And then I'll swatch this guy for you guys as well so you can see just how pigmented it is. But I've been really loving this palette. Like, look at that shadow. It's stunning. All right, y'all. So I feel like I should do another foreshadowing favorite because I feel like it's kind of fun, like getting to tell you what I've tried recently that's really standing out to me, but that I'm going to keep testing it out and let you know in the future. The Mad For You Brows palette by Sydney Grace is honestly really good. I have the shade Blonde, and I would have never picked this up on my own. Like, it's interesting, but I'm just not a person who buys new brow products. But because I have it, because they did send it to me in PR, I have been testing it out, and I'm actually so impressed. I love all the different tones that are in here. I feel like these shades are perfect for me because I'm kind of in between like blonde and like a really soft gingery tone. And you definitely have that here. I feel like you could dip into strawberry if you wanted to add a little bit of warmth. But personally, I've just been doing a lot of blonde through my brows and then a little bit of honey in the tail. And I feel like it looks so good, super easy to use. I already love a powder brow moment. Originally, I was just like, let me test this out. But now I'm feeling like this could be my new go-to brow product all the time because I really do enjoy the option of having a lighter powder and a darker powder throughout my brows to make it a little bit more dimensional. I did have the Anastasia blonde like little duo, but it like broke and the shades ended up mixing together, so I wasn't able to use them like that anymore. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. So we've talked about all the makeup goodies. Let's talk about some lifestyle favorites. You guys, I have been obsessed with Outlander again. I know I've talked to you before about the show, about the books, but I started watching it over again from the very beginning because I wanted to watch it with my boyfriend. I had a pretty strong feeling that he would like the show, so I have been painstakingly, very slowly watching it from the beginning all over again without watching the new episodes because I was waiting for him, and he loves it. He's like, you know what, I cannot lie, this is an amazing show. It has everything, and we're both obsessed, but we've finally just reached the new episodes, so we're finally at a point where I don't know what's gonna happen, which obviously is extra fun. I mean, I would watch it over and over again because Claire and Jamie, the chemistry, everything, their love story, 10 of 10. So basically, before I go on and on, Outlander is about this woman who accidentally ends up going back in time, and she ends up with a Scottish clan, and then the show kind of continues through different time periods, and it's just very interesting. It is obviously a work of fiction, but it has a lot of realistic, true events that happened. I'm trying to think of other things I've been loving this month, and I know it is so random, but y'all, I've been obsessed with sweet potatoes. Like, when I was a kid, I did not like sweet potatoes. I thought they were nasty, and now I'm obsessed with them. Actually, a few months ago, I went to this brunch place where they did like hash browns, but instead of being like regular potatoes, it was sweet potatoes. Eggs and the veggies and everything were on top of the sweet potatoes, and it was so delicious. Like, one of the best breakfasts I've ever had in my life. So I tried to recreate that myself this month, and it was so good. And I also have some sweet potatoes in the crock pot right now to eat with dinner later, and they just smell so good, so maybe that's why I can't stop thinking about them. But I love sweet potatoes with all my heart. Like, they are the superior veggie. Oh, y'all, oh, I just realized I almost forgot a product to talk to you about, so we'll just include it at the very end. I grabbed the Power Grip Primer with niacinamide from e.l.f. because I saw Nicole Concilio use this as a way of keeping your makeup on and not getting sunglass marks, and that is like my biggest makeup flop, so I purchased it right away. And I've been using literally the tiniest little amount of this just for my nose, and I'm telling you, it makes such a difference at how my makeup stays. And like, my nose just tends to be the area on my face where my makeup tends to break up more, and I don't know what it is. It's just a troublesome spot, but this primer has helped so much, and I feel like it's gonna last me forever because, like I said, I'm not using it for my whole face. I'm not using a ton of it. I'm just using a tiny little bit. I did test it out to use for my whole face, and it does work, but I don't necessarily need this for my whole face. And it also has like this really sticky texture that kind of gives me the EBGBs for some reason. It feels kind of bougie to have just a nose primer, but it does what it needs to do, so it's part of my routine now. All right, y'all, those are all of my July favorites. I would love to know what you have been loving. Feel free to have a conversation with me down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.